Har du någonting igen, va? Ja, what's up, new multi-stream people? Wow, it's beautiful! Alright, that's pretty good. There should be an ability to... I was just talking to Swedish chat. That's what was Swedish. Should be a way for you to have all of these 10% more XP from lower level seeds once you get to Junes, you know, or maybe it's optional. It's kind of hard to tell if it's bad or if it's optional or not, but if it's too strong, then maybe it can be optional, you know. Alright, chat, today we have this cozy chapter in my book in TTS. Did you read some of this? It's Dragon's Nest. Stealer. Streaming to Twitch too. This is gonna be really good. This is pretty fucking hype. I keep rewriting and writing more stuff too. Anyway, it's like the Dragon's Nest. Alright, so it's obviously maybe I should say that it's obviously a fantasy book. James is bulky and Porpoise is a defensive coward, but you know, it's like nobody can actually get through his.
Chapter 3, Dragon's Nest. One morning, a giant bumblebee, 10 times 10 centimeters wide, woke James on his face. Ard. It said hello and buzzed on, defying science. Come hit at us, said Oswald, James and Porpoise, brain and brawn, muscle and shield. He led them into a more wooden, mystic tavern, dimly lit and damp like night Caribbean. He sat them down at a round, whiskey-smelling table amongst a varied, legendary group, looking into each of them with a story. They stood still, but their aura told of successful adventure. He took a grog unnecessarily straight from a wide half, looked through bottle, and proclaimed. I'd like to go on a quest. to include you in a quest. Hello, lad, said a dwarf with an iron-horned, nose-guard helmet overhead. You could see his chain mail under blue dragon leather. Protected not.
Alright, man, so I have all of these hundreds of seeds, and they're all going to be. Well, I guess I could use a transmute to turn the seeds all into palm seeds and magic seeds. We have plenty of seeds to put into plant pots, yeah.
Hello, lad, said a dwarf with an iron-horned, nose-guard helmet overhead. You could see his chain mail under blue dragon leather. Protected not to be seen from his master. Unlucky dragon rooms, abyss, and catacombs. The catacombs are one of the biggest structures in Britain. Go on further. You won't complain the map is too small.
Um, Man, this DC really has got to stop. Yo, what's up? We were doing this before the DC. Need to click on this, that.
Chapter 3, Dragon's Nest. One morning, a giant bumblebee, 10 times 10 centimeters wide, woke James on his face. Arg. It said hello and buzzed on defying science. Come hither thus, said Oswald, James and porpoise, brain and brawn, muscle and shield. He led them into a more wooden, mystic tavern, dimly lit and damp like night Caribbean. He sat them down at a round whiskey-smelling table amongst a varied, legendary group, looking into each of them with a story. They stood still, but their aura told of successful adventure. He took a grog unnecessarily straight from a wide half, looked through bottle, and proclaimed, I'd like to go on a quest, to include you in a quest. Hello, lad, said a dwarf with an iron-horned, nose-guard helmet overhead. You could see his chain mail under blue dragon leather, protected not to be seen from his enemy. There's a 2x2 shaped castle with for entrances called Dragon's Nest in the ever-dark, charred / grilled woods. It's the grandest castle or building you've ever seen. It goes so far west it changes climate. It's deadly as a necromancer on his deathbed. Horrors dark, spiders giant, clockwork of usurpers. Stocks of orcs, obeying their master. Unlucky dragon rooms, abyss, and catacombs. The catacombs are one of the biggest structures in Britain. Go on further. You won't complain the map is too small. If you're in the catacombs without Ariana's thread, you will never be found, said the dwarf. Apparitions and foggy memories. You won't know who you are except pain and not comprehending. And thought of the past to remember to keep going, into the mouth of insanity. But there's treasure, gleaming unlimited in the center. A 50-meter treasure room, guarded by a magical super metal dragon. It is alien, like an unexpressive celebrity and power to adapt your mind to. There's magical items and chests random outside the dragon center as well. Rooms moving and shifting.
Vad säger du för något?
It was built by a mad necromancer in his last counted 10 years. So they say it's literally got no basis, legend from a myth. We're a party of 38 that's heading into all entrances. It will prevent the castle from cheating, they say. You fit right. You're interesting, rich, dependable. They had a polearm knight with 2 large gear that looked like Brad Pitt. Oswald saw him looking at him. He is as ready for this quest as anyone. What about the Seers, James? Porpoise whispered on point. Seers Foggy can wait, just as they are old. I would like to capitalize on this opportunity hither. Promise I'll get it done through. After I visit the Mountain Elf Seer, maybe. Just like I'm trying to learn to play proper guitar. Just turn down the guitar. You must spend 10,000 hours on it. At least it will divide into bass. Does it, gent, said James. He's still new enough to make a band. Don't procrastinate. It's not like that. We shall need perfect defense as well, he said friendly and reached out his hand, trusting him to do his, if he would not be a coward. Meet the barbarian Gregor the Roach. He has a temper that turns him into a dual monster. Better not argue too much. He has a spear double-tipped and goes berserk with mead and poisonous bitter mushrooms. He might be the only one that can 1v1 these beasts in the dark and abyss of beholders. Contemporary greed. We will ride his power into smooth victory. James and Gregor looked at each other muscly and didn't speak. The barbarian was bearing animal skins with heads. He had a red fisher's beard and primitive obsidian sunglasses with a fisher's red beard. Good you got no rabbit on there, said James. Why did he say this? I'm the merciful one where I'm from, known for my patience and guile, he said, spitting like words were afraid. Weak in the knees, sheep tumbling down a hill. They didn't need to speak more. Anyway, do we get a salary from this? We're all hired, gathered by Oswald. You get the glory and status as a dragon's nest raider. Next time we do it with worse gear or locked to air magic. They can be very resistant. It's not a problem until it comes, said Porpoise. Gregor liked James' muscles. He looked like a real barbarian. James thought Gregor would be pliant and agreeable, too logical and reasonable. Thinkers overexpect stupid people to be logical at all. There are recurring fountains and gourmand wells, diminishing results. Use them when you have to. You might be full health for sure when encountering. But I want to spend health on riches. There are many curses and negatives in Dragon's Nest. Generally, a curse ruins everything. There are Uncone amulet looming with poison and burning grip, insanity fettering, and delusions. There is a path from Dragon's Nest into the wilderness, but no one has ever found it. I bet it's in the catacombs. Most of the rooms have been identified, but they are shifting. A rainbow of dragons exists instinctually and giant. There's a way to manipulate the useless items we have turned them into fuel and defense, because they are technically items affected by transform all, smelt all. Synergy between nothing. Relatively untargetable. Curses can be rid of. Do we need a wizard? A wizard is required, said Oswald, despite low strength. We might want to include Yensid James, said Porpoise meekly, like a surprising wound. We have a sponsor almost as rich as a troll. He wants 15% of the share wizard. Did he include teleport crystals? And scrolls of fireball, chain lightning. Do we have any to London? Yes, it's the capital, isn't it? Easy to use are these green smoke and fire one-timers here. Oswald handed James 3 thus. We have also Osgiliath, the female tank warrior. She was almost as tall as James, fat and sturdy. As much fat showed as steel. She had straight black hair, wide lips, and was wide as tall. Lao S, a goblin meerkat. He was cute and had giant ears and large eyes. Dark voice of someone cocky and analyzing, Lintipi thought himself. Said the truth, poorly clothed, the things other thought but didn't dare to say. He would have loved to be smarter and thought everyone liked him. 3 dwarves with 5 eyes. I got my good eye on you, said the Scottish Cyclops. All dwarves are Scottish. Scottish people are immune to vampire bites. I wish that all hamsters would die, said the cleric. And finally, a supremely armored and holy cleric. He was so tanky, he didn't restore his health. Through danger and grit. He had the Bible is copyrighted, in his left hand, gleaming sentinel and a slit for armored vision.